Welcome to the Retiring Canada podcast, where our mission is to educate and empower you to make the most informed, rational, and productive financial decisions. Hosted by certified financial planner, author, and chartered investment manager Michael Isbister, you'll go behind the scenes to uncover the tips and strategies to help you invest smarter, optimize your retirement income, and reduce the amount of tax you pay. Michael is an investment advisor with Fundamental Wealth, a trade name of Harbourfront Wealth Management, an IROC dealer. And now, here's your host, Michael Isbister.
Hello everyone, and welcome again to the Retiring Canada podcast. I hope you had an amazing holiday break with your friends and family, and I'm sending my blessings and well wishes to you as we go into 2024. Now, in today's episode, we're going to discuss ways that you can take your retirement plan to the next level with my latest guidebook, Navigating Retirement. This guide highlights 25 tips to integrate your emotional well-being with smart financial decisions as you lead up to retirement. Specifically, I'm going to chat about what a retirement plan should be, who should snag a copy of this guide, how looking at the big picture will lead to retirement fulfillment, a sneak peek on what's inside, how you can get your copy, and lastly, as always, a few action items for you to consider. Now, when you hear or read about the quote-unquote retirement plan, what do you think about? What comes to mind? Is it numbers on a spreadsheet? Is it visions of vacations and leisure time with your spouse? Is it rolling on the ground with the grandkids? Is it a graph of your investments going up and down? Is it tinkering in the garage or working on that honey-do list? Is it about choosing a CPP start date? Is it making a plan for a healthy lifestyle? Is it continuing to help with the farm or family business? What actually is a retirement plan? Now, I must admit, I have never retired. So when I think of retirement for myself, albeit many years away, I find it really hard to envision. Fortunately, I am blessed to have worked with hundreds of families at all phases of their retirement journey and have been able to learn from their lived experience. Selfishly, I think this is one aspect of my career that has helped me in my own life immensely, and has helped both my wife and I to understand our relationship with money now, as we age, and as we eventually retire. It is through this shared experience that all of the pitfalls, victories, trials, and tribulations others go through, that an experienced, knowledgeable financial planner can help to distill and share their wisdom with you to help ensure you avoid making the same mistakes and achieve your goals. Choosing investment products is important, but I believe that is the easy part. Managing emotions, understanding risk, dealing with the changing seasons of our lives, building a legacy, and embracing the unknown are much more complicated endeavors to navigate, in my opinion. Now, people deal with money in all sorts of ways, and it can be strange. But often when you zoom out of that supposed strange behavior, there is a root cause. There is something underlying it. Someone who seems stingy or tight with their money, even though they have more than enough to live, may be that way because they grew up during hard times on the farm. Some may not want to spend certain money if they have a connection to a lost relative or a moment in time, while others may still put their money in tin cans in the freezer. As I always say to my father-in-law when we're talking about the old country, hard times coming, Grant. Some of this may seem odd to you, but that's because money is emotional and there's no way around it. I often say to my clients there are two core considerations when making any financial decision: the analytical side and the emotional side. Oftentimes, even when all the numbers make sense to make a certain financial decision, if how that decision makes you feel does not align, it just won't happen. Emotions will trump nearly every time. A true retirement plan needs to factor in the yin and the yang, the analytical and the emotional. One cannot exist without the other. And if you attempt to disconnect these two in any ways, you're setting yourself up for feeling unfulfilled and lacking purpose. That may sound really, really harsh, I know. As philosopher Thomas Carlyle once said, "A man without a purpose is like a ship without a rudder." And I would argue that the same could be said for one's retirement plan. A retirement without purpose is like a ship without a rudder. Find your purpose first, then build your retirement plans around that purpose. If you lead with the numbers and spreadsheets and expect to find fulfillment waiting, you'll end up discovering that true wealth isn't a number. Some may plan ahead and try to visualize this purpose, and others may hope that it just finds them. Which brings me to the purpose of today's episode: to introduce you to my latest retirement guidebook, Navigating Retirement, Integrating Emotional Well-Being with Smart Financial Decisions. In it, I hash out both the emotional and analytical side to creating a true retirement plan. From creating your bucket list, getting organized, and re-engaging in hobbies and volunteering, to reducing tax, protecting your portfolio from market drawdowns, and embracing the unknown. If you are within 10 years of retirement or recently retired, I encourage you to request your copy today. I will leave a link down in the show notes so you can check it out. Once you get it, go through the guidebook and make a few notes of a few key things that mean a lot to you, and circle back and look at it every once in a while to keep it on top of your mind as you prepare for retirement. Again, both the emotional and analytical aspects are what we want to keep at the top of your mind. All right, so with that, a few action items for you to consider from today's episode. First, get a copy of the guidebook by clicking the link in the description, and it will be delivered directly to your inbox immediately. Number 2, think about your why, your purpose in retirement. I know this sounds very grandiose, and I assure you that it will take some time, but I'm serious. Set a reminder in your phone today for 8 a.m. every Tuesday. Take 5 or 10 minutes just to think about your future retirement. Close your eyes and put yourself there. What are you doing? Who are you with? How does it make you feel? Lastly, talk to some family and friends whom you trust who have currently retired. How did they best prepare for the emotional aspect of retirement? What are their biggest regrets or fears leading up to retirement? Life is a shared experience, and learning from others you trust will help guide you through your very own retirement journey. Okay, so that is a quick, abbreviated episode for today. For all the links and resources discussed, please check the link in the show notes or visit retiringcanada.ca. If you've been enjoying the show, please subscribe and leave us a 5-star review in your favorite podcast app. Be sure to sign up for my weekly Retiring Canada newsletter, and hey, when it comes to your retirement, don't take chances. Make a plan so you can retire with confidence.
All comments are of a general nature and should not be relied upon as individual advice. The views and opinions expressed in this commentary may not necessarily reflect those of Harbourfront Wealth Management. While every attempt is made to ensure accuracy, facts and figures are not guaranteed. The content is not intended to be a substitute for professional investing or tax advice. Please seek advice from your accountant regarding anything raised in the content of the podcast regarding your individual tax situation. Always seek the advice of your financial advisor or other qualified financial service provider with any questions you may have regarding your investment planning.